After being on the internet for a long time now, going from a viewer to a fan and now my own content creator, one thing always seems to be for certain, and it's that at some point creators go through struggles and issues that need to be addressed, which is why this video exists. I need to address some things, and I want to thank you guys for being the ones that are holding me accountable. When an audience holds a creator accountable, it's a good thing. I think it shows that the audience is invested, and I think it shows that they expect the best out of the creator that they look up to. Because we as creators need to acknowledge that without an audience, we're nothing. I mean, like, imagine if people didn't look up to the Kardashians, right? They wouldn't be anywhere near as successful as they are today. Saying that, I'm not comparing myself to the Kardashians. I don't nearly have as much influence on the world as they do, but I think it does get my point across. However you see it, whether it's a blessing or a curse, there are people that look up to me. There are people that I am inspiring. Recently, someone actually named their kid after me, and that's crazy. I even joked in the comments that they better hope I never get canceled in the future, which I guess is a perfect segue to bringing us here. The reason you probably clicked on this video. Whether it was the title or the thumbnail, or maybe you are already aware of this controversy. You clicked on this to see a creator take responsibility, and it's about time that I do that. I can't ignore the issue anymore. It's gone on for years, actually since the creation of this channel, if I'm being honest, and I think I thought at first I could just ignore it, or the longer I ignored it, the easier it would be to ignore it. Because when I started this channel, whether it was my Twitch or my YouTube, which, by the way, you should go actually check out my Twitch, because tomorrow I'm starting a 60-hour live stream where I'm going to be playing 30 COD Zombies maps to round 30. I actually made a whole trailer for it. Here it is. Sorry, that was a bit of a side tangent. I don't want to get distracted. When I started this channel, I never did it with the intention of people looking up to me. I did it because I wanted to build more confidence in myself. Because some of you may know, I actually work in media already, where my face and my voice is literally put in front of millions of people. And as someone who is just not confident at all in myself, I needed to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, which is actually why I ended up going live for the first time. I never intended it to become a big part of my life. And as my audience grew, the issue of ignoring it grew with me. It started looming over my head. It started to haunt me when I was sleeping. It started to become a bigger and bigger weight on my shoulders, but I didn't even know how to address it. Do I write a video, which feels kind of meta right now, I know? Do I just send out a quick tweet? It's quick and it gets the point across, but I think those often feel hollow and fake. Or should I just continue to ignore it? Let the pressure build, and as long as I keep it internal, it may never break out to the mainstream, right? Tons of creators have gotten by with that approach. But is that who I want to be known as? The guy that just ignores challenges? No, of course not. While I didn't ask for the position that I am blessed to be in, I still feel that there is a certain amount of responsibility that I need to live up to. And I think that this is the attitude that I want to carry forward as well. If there is ever another issue in the future that you guys feels need to be addressed, please let me know down below. And let me know down below what you think of this style of video in general. The content I usually focus on is more personality driven, whether it's like funny gaming moments or storytime content, or even some of the tech videos recently. And speaking of the tech videos, that's something I'm really excited about. I have 2 series that are going to be coming to this channel. One is about turning this apartment into like a production studio, which is going to be awesome. It's going to include like a multi-camera setup, professional production gear for that video switching, and maybe even multiple sets. It's kind of a limiting space, but we'll see as we go. And the other series that I'm working on, I'm actually collabing with another creator. We're going to be turning my rack, which you guys might have seen in another video, basically into a mini data center to host some really fun projects for you guys, actually. I don't want to spoil too much though, because it's still kind of in the works and whatever, but more coming soon. And I love experimenting with different types of videos and different types of content because I never want to box myself in to any one type of content. I think that's really dangerous, whether it's tech or gaming. But before I get worried about boxing myself in, the first thing I need to do is take some responsibility. And with me closing in on 100,000 subscribers, I feel like now is as good of time as any to take responsibility. By the way, I actually have a very special video planned for when I hit 100K, so if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it, as long as you're not too mad at me, I guess. Sorry, I do keep getting off track. It is really time to address the elephant in the room, the reason you clicked on the video. And while the news is frustrating, I also want to say thank you for not making it a bigger thing than it needed to be. Sometimes these issues can end up like ballooning and escalating so out of control that they end up reaching a much further audience than they really are ever worth. And I know several creators personally that have had drama blow way out of proportion, right? And it just causes so many more issues than it is ever worth, both for the audience and the creator. There's actually a really weird, unfortunate side effect that ends up coming from this, which is the fact that people will form negative opinions on an individual that are possibly based off lies or, at best, very stretched out truths. And that has been hard sometimes to get over. Like, knowing that people out there just hate me, but they might not even know why they hate me, and then there's nothing that I can do to change their mind. There's no amount of trying to convince them that that lie isn't true, or there's no amount of apologizing I could do, or not even an apology video like this will change people's minds. But I still feel that it is the correct thing to do. My name isn't actually Bocabola. My name is Elijah. And I really hope that this clears some things up.